We grew up on mixtapes and neon lights.
Hey there,
Dreamed
everybody.
of
It is the
worlds we
GlobeTrotting
never
Trio. Well, it's the duo today. My name is Amy.
And I'm Shelley,
It
and
is
we're missing
missing Tammy.
Tammy.
We are excited to be here. We're sad that Tammy couldn't make it today, but you know what? We're here to say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! I gotta get some jazz hands going.
Yeah.
I don't have
Jazz
cool
hands.
headband like that, so I guess it's
Yeah.
jazz hands for me.
Jazz hands.
Happy New Year!
Yeah. So how is it today? Are you guys feeling good? Hopefully you're good today. Are you good today, Shelley?
I'm good today.
Good today. Good deal. All right. So
We aren't
let's
exactly party animals.
no, we're not. So we're always really excited if we actually make it awake
Oh yeah.
at midnight. Now we will make it in our chairs, but are we awake at midnight? And
Uh-huh.
I act like I'm really old, but I will say that this has been my life for probably the last 30 years. Like if I make it to
Nice.
midnight, yeah, it's never been one of those
Nice.
things that I had to do. So let's talk a little bit about the new year, but first let's talk about the old year. So talk about some of the things.
Mm.
Have you done anything that like got you ready for the new year?
Oh, okay. So personally at home, I am like on this have been on this massive purge of my house, my desk, my office space.
Yes.
I hate clutter. I hate excess. And I feel like we have just way too much. And so, yeah, it is good. I can
That's
see my
awesome.
desktop.
Okay, what's super funny is that that is exactly what I started doing today as well. So,
Really?
well, not started. My desk for sure was the thing that
Yeah.
I did today, but my desk is completely
Hmm.
organized.
It
And
feels really
everything is
good.
right where it's supposed to be and dusted and cleaned off and everything. Yes.
Yeah.
It's great to
Yeah.
start your year off fresh,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
All right. So if you
Yeah.
could take one thing that you learned last year, 2025, sum it up in a sentence or two, what would it be?
Well, I would say as Gen Xers, we understand the definition of grit, right? And um like perseverance,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
pushing through. Like we
Yes.
get all of that. But there comes up a point in your adult life, at least for me, that I'm like, I'm kind of at the age and the spot in my life where if I don't want to do it, I don't have to do it, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
we can kind of get into that attitude as women, as Gen X women, as moms of adult kids, like we can get there. However, it's not really a good attitude to have very often. And even when you have that attitude, you have to fill up your big girl pants and you still
Uh-huh.
have to do the things that you don't want to do. Otherwise, you're going to be right where you were at this time last year.
I agree.
So,
I agree. Um, so I like to end my year with a self-reflection, kind of
okay.
figuring out the things that I've done and should have done a little differently and had I done this and had I done that, right? Um, I work a lot, but I'm not always very strategic in how I work.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it probably goes along with that same mentality though, where I don't necessarily want to do what I don't want to do. So I
Mm-hmm.
just kind of skip over it and move on to the next. So I would agree
Uh-huh.
that that is probably, you summed it up
Yeah,
quite nicely,
thanks.
because
I,
I
I feel good
believe,
about that
yeah,
one.
I believe that's exactly where I was at. So now if we look at that, what is it that we're going to actually leave behind? What's a habit that we're not going to carry forward in 2026?
Ooh. Okay. So I always have a planner and I have lived by a calendar my entire adult life, especially as a single mom with three kids. Like I had to, I couldn't keep us all
Right,
straight. I had a color coded calendar before color coded calendars were a thing. Let's put it that way.
right.
And I still carry a planner and I have my Google Calendar. But I've gotten lazy about putting stuff on it. Like I'm like, oh, I'll remember that. Who am I kidding? I don't remember it. 3 days later, I'm like, oh crap, I just double booked myself. So I am committed to leaving that behind. I've never been that way before. And I just feel like I just have all this time, right? Because I'm in control of my time. So I'm like, I have all this time. It'll all work itself out. Well, doggone it, it doesn't. It
Right?
doesn't always work that way. So I am committed to leaving that lackadaisical attitude of my calendar in 2025.
I like that. I like that. One of my things, so I'm pretty good about keeping everything on my calendar because I
You are.
recognized a long time ago that if I didn't have it on my calendar, it was not going to get done.
Hmm.
Um, but I will tell you this, that I am very bad about giving in and giving away my own time. Like if I have something scheduled that
Mm-hmm.
I really need to get done in this time block, and somebody else calls and says, "Can you?" I will give away my free time, my not my free
Mm-hmm.
time, but my
Right.
dedicated work time. So that is one of the things that I'm not going to let go of anymore. I am definitely going to stick with it. That's
Mm-hmm.
mine. Um, Now we've got the whole like you've got what you could do a New Year's resolution, right? So that's kind of what we did, what we're not taking with us, what we gave away,
Man.
what we're yeah, we see that. But I've never been a New Year's resolutions person
Mm-mm.
because to me it was always if I chose to do something as a New Year's resolution and I waited to start it till no January 1st, then it was probably one of those things that really wasn't meant to happen.
Correct. Is it really a commitment?
Right.
Right. That's what I want to know.
Because my commitment would be start right then.
Yeah.
That would be so we're not going to do that. We're not going to start our New Year's resolution, but let's talk about some of those goals we might have this year. Like one of
Hmm.
the things that the team that I'm with, Team Iconic, we have talked about not necessarily goals, but who are we becoming, like the
Hmm.
Amy 2.0 version of us. So if you
Ooh.
were to talk about that, who's your Shelley 2.0? What are some traits that you would have that you would want to start your year out with and continue your year to get you where you need to go?
Okay, so my word this year is no, no,
No. Okay, I
no,
like
not
it.
going to do it. No, I don't have time for that. No, no, I don't want to. That's gonna be my word. And so I am committed to being more of a no person like you.
Mm.
And when you have dedicated time, I'm protecting that. When I don't feel like doing something, like I really don't want to do something, I'm gonna say no instead of being like, okay, I know that I should probably go and do this. If it's
Yeah.
not relative to my family and to my business, it's probably going to get a no in 2026. Um, it has to, because I
You know
spend too
what?
much time saying yes and then regretting the yes. So I'm going to be a no girl in
I
2026.
I kind of like that, honestly. You know what? I love that. I
Mhm.
love the fact that you realize and recognize, I guess, what you need to do. Um, so I will say that one of the things that for me, one of the traits is the ability to delegate, maybe not have to
Mm.
control everything, because that's one of the things that I have a hard time with sometimes is letting others do things because I feel like I can get them done quicker and more efficiently.
Okay, so I'm going to put my management hat on, and I'm really
Uh-huh.
excited to talk about this with you. So, yes, we all know Amy has some control issues.
Uh-huh.
Shelly has control issues. I
Uh-huh.
I give my issues to Amy. I'm like, yes, you can take control of this because I know it's harder for you than it is for me. And I'm okay with that. I am totally okay with that. And if you need me to do something, you'll tell me. And I don't get offended by that. I'm like, okay, I'll gladly do that for you. Right.
Yes.
However, part of delegating is making sure that you have the right people trained to do the right things around you. So when you do delegate to them, you know you're delegating to the right person. So I don't know that it's so much about you needing to change your control issues as it maybe is evaluating what skills do your people closest to you have that you could give tasks that you need to give away who could you give those to? And or what do you need to do to help train them to the level you'd like them to be at to give them a task? That's what I think. That's my observation.
No, I like that, Shelley.
Hey,
I like it.
thanks for 25 years of middle management. I just got to use it. I'm
Yay!
kind of excited.
All right. So that worked out. That you know what? I'm glad we talked about that. I'm glad that was a question that just came out in that section. So
Mhm,
I like it. I'm gonna have
mhm.
to do some reflecting on that and
Yeah,
starting
use those
starting
control
that part
issues
of
to
it.
your benefit.
Yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
All right. So intentions for life and business. Tell me what you feel like your intentions are in your life and your business for the year.
Ooh.
I've got lots of hard questions today.
Well, it is hard. And for me, I think it kind of goes back to like our last one, right? I'm going to become the no girl. So,
Yeah.
with becoming the no girl means that my intentions are more placed on my husband, my business, right? Because,
Mhm.
man, Lord bless my husband. Mr. Allen takes the back seat a lot of the time, and he's so happy to. He is
Mhm.
like the most incredible cheerleader. Everybody needs an Allen in their life. But because of that, he also takes the back seat. So I have to be more intentional
Yes,
about putting him above all the things that absorb my time that shouldn't.
I agree.
So,
I agree. That happens with Andrew as well. I feel like
mhm.
so whenever we go on, like here in a couple of weeks, we're going to be on a cruise ship together,
you know,
and
for
it's
our
like
guys, like
I
we're
know,
gonna have our
I know,
guys for a
yeah,
week with
I
like
know,
no minimal distractions, and we're
yeah,
starting our year, which is I think I'm really I mean, I love to go on vacation with my husband anytime, but I'm really
right,
excited about taking this cruise at the beginning of the year before January's even over, because I feel like that's going to help me like get in, just really solidify that mindset of, hey, if this isn't about him, if this isn't about my business, if it's not my coaching, no, you're out. Gotta
yeah.
go.
I like it. I like
I
it.
might be selfish this year.
Yeah. So one of the biggest traits for Gen Xers, though, is that we like that work-life balance.
Uh-uh.
And, but we also like to go all in.
Oh, hard all in.
So whenever we're all in, we're all in. If we're all out, we're all out. But we
Mhm.
don't have like the work-life balance is really one of the things that we're always supposed to be in search of, right? Because we
Right.
always, like, since I always found another way to satisfy my needing to do something. Maybe I didn't travel, but we
Right.
did things around town or stuff like that with the kids whenever they were little. I didn't dedicate my whole entire life to my whatever I
Right.
was doing at the time. Well, now we're all in our business because that's the way we need to be. I love being all in on my business, but I also like the balance of being able to be around people and being
Yeah.
able to go out and do things. And I think that's one of my intentions for this year is that I am going to be able to spend time with more people and
Oh,
not
I'm
just be
excited for
not
you.
not just be here. Like whenever
Yes.
we're in the Zoom land or anything like that. I don't want to be like that all year long. I feel like that's kind of so I want to get out and about. I think that's my intention for my business, but I think that's also my intention for life in general. We're
Mhm.
going to go out and have more experiences, but I don't know that it's necessarily going to be, going to Barcelona, Spain and taking cruises and that kind of thing. It
Right.
might just be that
Right.
we're out with the RV doing things like that. So that might be the work-life balance so that I can have some fun and balance my life out just a little bit differently. Um,
I love that for you because I'm always like aiming it out of the house.
yeah. Well, right
I
now,
mean,
I will tell you right now, so it's really bad because there are days whenever I sit there and I calculate my days. Okay, so I don't have to go out of the house tomorrow. I don't have to go out of the house the next day. And I'll mark it on my calendar which days I don't have to because I really like not having to go out of my house. Now, if it was warm outside, I would be outside my house in my pool all the time. But since it's not, right now it's
but that's not
cold.
off of your property, so it doesn't really count.
But I can invite people over and we can have
Okay.
people time in my pool. How's
All right, I'll
that?
give you that one.
Yeah. So,
We
And
should do we should do a podcast from your pool one day. You should like be on a floaty in your
you know
pool.
what? I like it. Let's do it. We'll have
I
a
can pretend I
conversation.
have a pool. I have a really big jetted tub upstairs. I
You
could
could do
like
that.
pretend that's a pool.
You could do one of those little kiddie pools that we used to get our kids, the little
Oh, yeah,
plastic ones.
that's
You
for
could
the
get one of
dogs.
those. Just sit down in it and see what the dogs do. They won't know what to do with themselves. So, whenever we talk about travel freedom, time freedom, all of that, what does that look like for you this
Mm,
year in 2026?
cool. Okay. So we have two very large trips booked this year,
Yes.
which, it satisfies my love of travel. I don't know. It won't satisfy it.
For
It
the moment, it
feeds.
will.
It helps feed my desire, my need to travel. Um, and then we have some smaller ones, but that feeds my also need to have my time freedom because I got to pick the times of year that we wanted to do something, and then we just had to decide what it was that we wanted to do. So it's not like we had to say, oh, I only have 5 days on spring break. We only have like 4 days over President's Day. We've got a long weekend in May. Like we could just say, we want to
Mhm.
go for 12 days to Ireland in July. We want to be gone for 8 days in January on a cruise. We're going to be in North Carolina for a week in April. Like we got to decide that. Um, and I love it. And my laptop and my work will go with me. And it's just, I don't want to live any other way.
I do love that. I do love that. That's exactly, I mean, yeah, that's us. So we're going to go on the hunt for property that we want to actually buy that's not in Oklahoma anymore. Um, so that's going to be our next, I
Don't
think our
come to
next.
Illinois. Don't,
No,
don't,
we're going
don't
south.
come to,
Yeah, we're going south, south to the
don't
warm
come here.
places. To the warm places. I see you with all your snow up there and that stupidity. I'm not doing that at
Oh,
all.
and I didn't send you the latest video. I should have sent you the video from last Saturday. We had 8 inches in one day.
That's just silly. That's silly.
8 inches. It was absolutely gorgeous. We took our standard poodle, we took our boy to the dog park because I'm funny about dog parks. I don't like dog parks. I don't trust other people's dogs. I don't trust
Hmm.
other people. My dogs are my babies. And
Hmm.
I'm like, nope, we're going to stay away. However, in the middle of a blizzard, when it was like 20 degrees out, nobody was there. He had the whole park and he rolled in the snow and he buried himself in it. It was crazy. I'll have to like
Send me the
post.
video. That'll be
Yeah,
fun.
I'll have to upload the video on here so that our viewers and listeners can watch him. He's just ridiculous. But somebody
That is
forgot to tell
fun.
him he's a poodle, not a Malamute.
That's awesome. I love it. All right. So if we could take one thought for our listeners that we want them to take away, and I'm going to start just because I got it in my head and I don't want you to steal what I'm going to say.
I would never do that to you.
I know, but you unintentionally do sometimes take
Okay.
what I say, so I don't want that to happen. So
Okay.
let's say
All
this.
right. That's
If I
fair.
could say anything for you in 2026 is that if you can dream it, it can happen.
Mm-hmm.
You need to take charge of your life this year. I want you to see yourself, vision yourself as whatever it is that you want. Do you want to be a business owner like we are? Give us a reach. We will definitely help you with that. Do you want to have certain things in your life or be in a certain location or achieve this certain thing? I want you to sit in that for just a moment and envision it because you are just exactly the right person to make that happen. That's what I want to have. I just want to share that. All right. What do
Okay.
you got, Shelley?
So I don't think mine's probably as eloquent as that. So nice job, Amy.
Thank you.
Mine is the what if. Stop being the what if person Because no matter where you are in your life, there's always a what if. So think about when you were a kid, like, what if I don't get this good grade? What if my friends don't pick me to play on their kickball team? What if, like, you're still alive, right? You made it through
Right.
school, you made it to college. What if I disappoint my parents? Guess what? You disappointed your parents when you were an infant. Like, we're all born really nasty, ugly people. Okay. You have disappointed your spouse at some point.
Uh-huh.
You've disappointed your children. You've disappointed your boss, but you've had successes along the way. And at some point, you've had a dream and you worked toward it. And whether you achieved it or not, you worked toward it. You moved to do something. So don't be that what if person. Don't say, well, what if it doesn't work? Okay, so it doesn't work. Try a different way to do it.
Right.
Right. And how do you know if you don't step out? What if it does work? What if you become a huge success? What if you are able to pay off that debt, to buy a vacation home that you want, to take care of your parents, to fly across the ocean 2 or 3 times a year to go see your grandchildren? Like, what if it works? So
Yeah.
just stop being that negative what if and let us show you how the positive what if can work.
I love
There
it.
you go.
I do love it. All right, guys. So if I can say nothing else, let me say this. If you enjoyed what you heard today, please give us a like and follow. And then you know what? I'm going to make this bigger so that my eyes can read what I'm supposed to read.
I wondered if you were squinting a little. So while you're
I
making that
was.
bigger, I'm going to make sure I say to our listeners, it's New Year's Day.
Yes.
And I was always told by my great auntie, who was a really cool woman and lived in the deep south of Mississippi, you must eat black eyed peas on New Year's Day. So I
Mhm.
serve black eyed peas and cabbage.
Yes.
Why? I don't know, but we're going to have cabbage and sausage and black eyed peas. So join
Yes.
us
So you
in
also have
your
to have
own homes.
ham. You have to have some kind of pork thing, unless
Oh,
you're allergic to it or you can't eat pork. There you go. But
okay.
so we always have, we call it barrack, which is my version of it because I don't like to do the whole breading part of it. So it's hamburger
Okay.
meat and onions and cabbage all together cooked. It's so phenomenal. And then black eyed peas, make it with your ham stock, the ham bone that you've
See,
saved from
you got
one of,
black eyed peas.
yep. And
Yes.
then you get the ham and the peas together. So, yep, absolutely. Got to do it. Got to do it.
Nice.
Yes, yes,
There's
yes.
just one more thing we have in common. Look at that. Who
There
knew?
you go. All right. So, everyone, if you've enjoyed what you heard, make sure you give us a like and follow. All you have to do is hit the follow button. And then, you know what? As always, we thank you for being here and enjoying joining us on this wild, beautiful journey. Until next time, exploring, my friends.
Happy
Bye-bye.
New Year.
Happy New Year. Oh, wait. Happy New
There you
Year.
go.